So as of writing this, the Gaslight District's pilot just released on YouTube, and after rewatching it a couple of times, I began to have some questions. In today's video, I'd like to try to answer one of those questions. That question being, what are they? In the Gaslight District, at first glance, every citizen appears to be undead. That would be the end of it if that was all I had to say, but it is not, because I believe that the citizens are not what they seem. I believe that they're not in fact just dead people, but also something else. Here's why. Let's start off with the obvious. Some of the things that live there are just not very humanoid. Take, for example, Breadhead. Breadhead, to me at least, seems like some sort of mutated bread loaf. I don't have evidence other than looks like at this point in the theory, so let's keep the idea in mind and move on. When looking at the other creatures, they seem to be mutated rather than undead, or at least a mix of both. Say, for example, the birds or the flies. And another piece of evidence that I have for them not being fully human is that if they were truly just undead, why would they be afraid of a human returning? Well, this does have a few solutions, I will admit, such as it being such a long time that they may have forgotten. I'm not fully convinced. Then what do I think they are? Well, we know that they're at least mutated. And one last thing I have to mention before I finally give my theoretical answer is that we can see humanity's effects on the environment in this series. Like, take for example the city being underwater. I believe that this is meant to represent human-made climate change. And if there was significant enough climate change to the point where they had to build floating cities, I could imagine that causing nuclear wars over resources. And I know this isn't necessarily very realistic, but it is a cartoon, so I could imagine the radiation both killing people and also mutating them. Anyway, I'm sorry for this being such a short theory. I was on kind of a time crunch because my spring break ends today. I just wanted to make this theory because I had a lot of motivation and I had an idea for it, so yeah, and subscribe for more.